This is a review of the book Kumar From Rags to Drag by Ivan Lim. The reason why I'm doing a video for this book review is because I want to share with you some of the pictures inside this book. I don't think the publisher would be too pleased if I were to just scan the pictures and put them on my website. Okay, this book celebrates the 20th anniversary of Kumar in show business, and that's the title page. First of all, it tells us about Kumar, the professional. Okay, he's very serious about his work. It's not just someone who's trying to show off to the world that he's a cross-dresser. He's a professional. The book goes into his first few jobs in the entertainment business as a singing waiter at Cheers pub, and from there he went on to look for a job as a entertainer, as a performer at Haw Villa, and that's Kumar at Haw Villa, and that's him dressed like a Chinese opera singer at Haw Villa. So while he was working at Haw Villa, he was approached. Okay, that's another picture of him at Haw Villa. He was approached to perform at this comedy club called Laughs. He was paid $40 a night for his performance at Laughs. Over there, he performed scripted comedy, and before long, he realized that the $40 a night wasn't really helping him cope with living expenses. Eventually, he was approached by Boom Boom Room and to be a compare on their variety show. That's Kumar again. And over here, I think that's the prettiest picture of Kumar that I find in this book. At the Boom Boom Room, like I said, there's supposed to be a variety show, and he was supposed to appear as a compare to introduce the next item. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, he stole the show from all the other performers. He wasn't an overnight success. In the beginning, nobody laughed at his jokes, and he actually cried when nobody laughed at his jokes. After it took about 5 months, okay, which he called a period of evolution. There's no turning point. There's no sudden break. It's 5 months before he found his own feet, and people were laughing at his jokes, and soon he became the star at Boom Boom Room, and from all these introductions to the various items to perform, he became the main performance. All right, his stand-up comedy became the main item at the Boom Boom Room. So he became very successful, and later on he appeared on the Rara show on TV. Okay, during that time it was known as the Singapore Broadcasting Corporation, SBC. So that's Kumar at the Rara show. You can see him with Ko Cheng Man, with Jack Neo, and Moses Lim. It originally it was very popular, all right, even from the very beginning. But again, Kumar was not meant to be the star, but somehow he became the most what do you call that? The most popular performer on the show. There was a cross-dresser on the show, and interestingly, it was not Kumar. I'm not sure if you remember this Bibi Belachan on that show, the guy who was dressed like a little nyonya. Well, not very little, but he was dressed like a nyonya, and the show, unfortunately, was way ahead of its time, according to Kumar. Uh, Many of the people, many of those watching TV in Singapore that could not appreciate their sexual innuendos and some of their crude jokes. Of course, Kumar was made the scapegoat. Everybody blamed him for all the um, unsavory comments that they received from the public. And eventually, the show was banned. The show was banned. And Kumar, or the author of this book, actually spoke to the then Minister for Information and the Arts, Mr. George Yeo. And George Yeo has this to say about Kumar. Kumar is one of a kind. When I had to pull his Rara show under political pressure in the 1990s, my wife complained. He was funny, but sometimes too edgy. A few years ago, I was told Kumar was going to interview me about the Berlin Wall Kings of Freedom project. Let's have it at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where I worked. I then asked, by the way, who's Kumar? Oh, that Kumar. In that case, shift the interview to Temasek Poly. I didn't want to cram his style. It turned out to be one of the best interviews I've ever had. Kumar is a treasure. Okay, so Mr. Giorgio appreciates Kumar, but I'm not really sure what he meant by under political pressure. You're supposed to be the man in charge, Ministry of Information and the Arts, right? Okay, so Kumar goes on to talk about hecklers, drunks, stalkers, and people in the audience who didn't appreciate his humor, those who were insulted, those who insulted him in retaliation, all the problems that celebrities would face. And interestingly, Kumar also goes into his private life. He readily admits that he's gay, as everybody should know by now. And the typical story, sad story of how he became like that was when he was molested by a family friend. He said he was very frightened at that time, but he kept going back because he liked it. There are also pictures of Kumar in NS. I don't know whether you can spot him. Back row, right in the middle. Right, if you get this book, you'll be able to see more clearly. So no hint of Kumar, the drag queen, in some of these pictures he took with his army buddies. So he did his NS, right? Like most of us, unlike some of us. That's Kumar with a very well-known Michelle Chong. And yes, lots of other things. I can't mention all of them in this short video. So lots of pictures inside this book documenting Kumar's rise in this show business, and also some of his family photos, his private life, and a picture of Kumar with the author, right? The author, Ivan Lim. Kumar trying to stab him over there. Well, you draw your own conclusions about him. And basically, that's it. One of the things that really caught my attention, Kumar's philosophy about why he decided not to go for a sex change, is because he feels that as an entertainer, as a successful entertainer, he needs to dress up and stressed down. So that makes his life maybe less stressful, more interesting. So that's a very thought-provoking kind of philosophy, and I hope you can get this book and find out more about Kumar, the drag queen.